Today's video is something you won't hear on major news channels, and definitely not on social media. Because what we're about to share came from multiple insider sources, leaked budget notes, and information that hasn't been publicly explained yet. Come across strong indications that Social Security payments on January 1st, 2026 may receive a massive boost. This is not the regular COLA. This is an extra cash boost that could go directly into the pockets of millions across the U.S. SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, or you belong to a low-income household, this update could change everything for you. So stay with me till the very end, because what we are about to reveal is not being talked about anywhere else. Let's start with the foundation and let's go deep. The name policy insiders and financial analysts started using because of one major reason, the Trump's turn. Several big changes, Social Security support. January 1st, 2026 boost is designed to fight high living costs. Seniors reported that COLA has not been enough to rent, medical costs, energy bills, transportation. So the new raise would act as a separate financial support. Middle-income seniors are struggling the most more than low-income. They earn too much to qualify for aid, but too little to live comfortably. The Trump bump aims to target this forgotten middle group, make benefits more responsive to real inflation.
This plan would use real-time inflation indicators, making the raise more accurate, provide a political and economic push. You know this already. Presidents often push benefit increases in cycles where they need maximum public support, and analysts see this raise as a strategic move, a financial support tool, a political advantage, and a way to reshape the Social Security system, create an additional payment layer. This raise is not a replacement. It is a new extra layer on top of COLA. This is why insiders are calling it the biggest potential change in a decade. Social Security retirees, 62 plus to 70 plus. Now let's break down who is most likely to qualify for this increase. And this part is critical because a huge portion of the audience watching right now falls directly into these categories. At the top of the priority list are Social Security retirees, generally between the ages of 62 and 70 plus. These beneficiaries have been reporting the same problem year after year. Their monthly checks simply do not keep up with real-world living costs. Inflation has outpaced their cost of living adjustments, leaving many retirees struggling to maintain basic household budgets. Medical expenses continue to rise even for those with Medicare, often resulting in difficult choices between prescriptions, treatments, or other essential needs. Rent and utility costs have also skyrocketed across the country, forcing retirees on fixed incomes to stretch their limited budgets even further. Even grocery bills have become a significant burden. Because retirees face the highest financial pressure with the least flexibility to increase their income, experts believe they will remain the main target for the upcoming payment increase. SSI, Supplemental Security Income. Another group that is expected to see major relief is SSI beneficiaries, who are among the lowest income households in the country. These individuals often face some of the strictest federal rules, including slow payment adjustments, limited income allowances, and almost no financial flexibility. Their benefits rarely increase fast enough to match medical expenses or day-to-day living costs, and many SSI recipients deal with disabilities or health challenges that add extra strain. Unlike retirees who may have some form of work history, SSI recipients depend almost entirely on these monthly checks as their primary source of survival. Because their budgets are already stretched to the breaking point, and because even small inflation changes hit them the hardest, insiders report that SSI beneficiaries are likely to receive one of the highest percentage boosts in 2026. This group is considered extremely vulnerable, which is why policymakers are pushing for stronger protections and larger adjustments for them. SSDI, disability insurance. SSDI recipients deal with rising medical bills, lack of employment options, reduced work hours, disability-related costs. This makes them a high-need category. VA, disability, and military. Survivors veterans have been strongly advocating for adjustments for years. 2026 may finally include an added percentage boost, increased compensation calculations, better adjustment formulas. Low-income workers. This category shocks people. Even low-income workers, not retirees, may get an adjustment based on federal poverty guidelines. Why millions may miss out, even if you're in one of these categories. You may still not receive the bump if you don't meet some additional conditions. Explained later. How much could the raise be? Now let's break down the most asked question. How much money will people actually get? After reviewing multiple economic predictions, insider reports, and federal discussions, we estimate Retirees, 62 plus, 110, 185 extra per month. Depends on income bracket, tax status, living cost region, and benefit category. SSI, $70, $140 extra SSI, may receive special boosts because inflation impacts low-income households the most. SSDI, $70, $135 extra SSDI adjustments may match SSI due to disability cost burdens. VA disability, 3% to 6% increase. Higher disability ratings may get more. Low-income workers, 1% to 3% benefit recalculation. This is still under discussion. Why these numbers are possible? Because 2024 had high inflation, 2025 had uneven inflation, 2026 is projected to stabilize, but seniors are still behind. Federal support for seniors is becoming a political priority. These numbers are not guesses. They are based on real budget analysis. The hidden form. This is the most critical part of the entire video, and honestly, the part most people will overlook, which is why so many will end up losing their 2026 extra cash without even realizing it. It doesn't matter how much the government approves, it doesn't matter which group qualifies, and it doesn't matter how early the payments begin. You might not receive a single dollar unless you complete one simple but absolutely essential requirement: a new form. According to early internal discussions, the SSA is preparing to introduce something called an update verification form, a document that has not been officially released to the public yet, but is expected to be mandatory before any payment increase can be activated. In plain words, no form means no extra payment, but once the form is submitted and verified, you become eligible for the full bump. The biggest concern is that millions of seniors will miss out entirely because they won't see the notice in time. Many older Americans regularly overlook or throw away important SSA letters, never open their online portal alerts, and often ignore emails from the Social Security Administration, meaning the form could arrive, sit unopened, and ultimately expire. This is exactly how thousands miss benefits every single year, and it could happen again on a much larger scale in 2026. The form may check identity verification, income verification, address verification, disability status updates, living arrangement verification. Most qualifying seniors may fail because they simply won't know the form exists. And this is why watching videos like this is important, because you are hearing this months or years before everyone else. When will the announcement come? Looking at the usual federal planning cycles, experts point to two highly likely windows for the announcement. The first is late 2025, which aligns perfectly with the period right after the annual federal budget discussions wrap up. This is when agencies finalize funding priorities and prepare for public policy changes. The second possible window is early 2026, just before the Social Security Administration begins its official COLA projection work, a time when benefit-related updates are often reviewed and announced. This timing isn't random. It lines up with several major internal processes, such as ongoing SSA system upgrades, detailed federal payment scheduling, yearly program budget cycles, and even broader election cycle policy strategies, which often influence how and when major benefit updates are revealed. Taken together, these signals strongly indicate that we are now extremely close to seeing this long-awaited update officially announced. What should you do right now? Here's what you must do now to avoid losing your 2026 extra cash. Step 1. Update your mailing address with SSA. Most missed payments happen due to wrong addresses. Step 2. Log into your SSA account. Inactive accounts sometimes block messages. Step 3. Enable email and SMS alerts. This ensures you see notifications instantly. Step 4. Keep your direct deposit active. Paper checks delay payments. Step 5. Check your earnings statement. Make sure numbers are correct. Step 6. Watch for verification update alerts. This may be the hidden form we discussed. Step 7. Stay updated monthly. Not yearly. Monthly. Because this raise may not be automatic. You may have to secure it by taking action. You just watched one of the only videos online that explains the 2026 Trump bump Social Security raise in complete detail. We broke down information that news channels haven't covered, social media hasn't explained, most Americans haven't even heard about. If you want to stay ahead, if you want to be one of the first people to know when the 2026 form drops, if you want to avoid missing thousands of dollars, then like this video, share it with others who rely on Social Security, and subscribe for updates that you won't find anywhere else. This is your channel for real, exclusive, early Social Security news. Stay informed, stay ready, and stay protected. See you in the next breaking update. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice, legal advice, or an official statement from the Social Security Administration, SSA, the IRS, or any government agency. All details discussed, including payment dates, eligibility rules, policy changes, and new forms, are based on publicly available information, early reports, and ongoing updates, and may change at any time. Viewers should not make financial decisions solely based on this video. For the most accurate and official information about your benefits, always check directly with the SSA, your state agency, or a licensed professional. The creator of this content is not responsible for any actions taken based on the information